Hello. I haven't been live for a little while, been off on some holidays, but now that I'm back, I have been digging into StreamYard and getting ready to start streaming every week, twice or even three times a week. And I notice a brand new feature, and it's called a pre recorded live stream. And I'm going to talk a bit about this new feature today, whether or not it's very useful, whether or not we can use it, what kind of use cases we can use it for, and should you even be using this? Hello, I am Charlene Tessier from Strength and Numbers, and I help you use strategic live streams to find your fans online and to get those courses and programs and virtual events filled. Now, this new feature is called a pre-recorded live stream, which in itself is a bit of a conundrum because it's a recorded video, whether you record it in StreamYard or on another using another piece of software, and then you schedule it as if it's a live stream, but it's actually a recording. So it's a recording from the start. It's not streamed out live like this is streamed out live right now, and people can be watching, placing comments, whatnot. But with a pre recorded live stream, what you're doing is recording it, say, a few days before, and then scheduling it as if it will be live, and then letting people know that's when it will be released. So this is a very interesting feature. And when I first started reading about it, I was wondering what kind of use case would we even use this? And they had a few examples. One of them was that they said, well, maybe you have a high stakes live stream where you don't want there to be too many mistakes or blunders. And I think, for me, if you're going to be concerned about that, then just do a recorded video, upload it to your social platforms as recorded video. People can tell and be recorded. I mean, rehearse it, rehearse it, rehearse it. But I find it a little bit odd that that would be one of the use cases. If it's that high stakes, then pre-record it and just do it as recorded. But I would not then release it as if it was live. I think that it just takes away a bit from the experience. In addition, since it's sort of scheduled, it's saying that you don't have to actually be there, which kind of again defeats the purpose of live streaming in that people show up for your show at a specific time, they comment and they engage with you. And if you're not actually there, they'll be commenting, but you won't ever be responding because you don't know that they're commenting. So that is a little bit of a strange use case. The other second use case is if you are very shy. And again, if you want to rehearse and rehearse, you can rehearse prior to going live. And yes, you may blunder it when you going live, but that is kind of the authenticness of being live, that it is what it is and it comes out as it comes out. And it's a bit like a performance, to be honest. If you've ever performed or on stage, you can rehearse all you want, but live is always different, and it's a different energy. It's just different. And if you feel that live isn't really for you, then I would probably recommend just staying recorded and posting to YouTube, and of course again posting your social media. But why pretend that it's live by using pre-recorded live streaming? So that again is a second use case, not really my favorite either. The third use case, which I did kind of think about maybe it could work, was that possibly you're going to be interviewing a guest and you have your show at the same day and same time. And that I always talk about, that is the best that you can do, is if you can always pre-schedule live streams on the same day and the same time, so that your audience, you start to build out an audience and a following who show up for you on that day. And what happens if you get sick? We're all human. Or maybe you really want a day off. Again, as an entrepreneur, We love our days off. We don't get very many of them. And if we can get a day off, that would be great. Or maybe you just happen to have some kind of personal conflict, doctor's appointment, or your kid's homesick, or um, the time that you want to go live, the guest that you want to have can't because they happen to have a conflict already. And so you could pre-record it and then still go live on the same day and same time that you would normally be there, so that your audience gets what they expect, building out that kind of reputation and expectation. And I thought, that is kind of an interesting use case, and I would consider it. But on the other hand, again, it is recorded. So to be honest, I kind of would prefer to tell my audience that it's going to be recorded that day and it's not going to be actually live. I think just being honest with your audience. You can't be live all the time. You can do the best you can, and sometimes you're going to fall down and you won't be able to. And I think that's just the way we are. We're human. And so that's the third use case. Of the three, to be honest, I don't particularly like any of them. I figure that if I am going to just go live but not actually be live, I would just post it up as a recording, really, and not schedule it as a live stream. And if you are thinking of using that pre-recorded live stream features, LinkedIn recently updated their sort of policies, and they actually had a lot of new additions. And one of the things they actually don't allow is for you to put pre-recorded live streams, I guess, because a lot of other software platforms are now allowing that. And I can see why some people would also find it enticing. There is one other use case, and for me is, um, I often have my guests very late in my time. It's in the evening and it's late. And sometimes I would like to not have to be there live to do it with my guests. I would like to have the evening off. But again, thinking about my audience, what do I want to really deliver to them? So rather than just jumping full in and saying, yes, this is an amazing tool, think about what is it you really want to achieve with live streaming. Do you really want to have authentic messaging? Does it need to be perfectly scripted? What is really driving you to use live streaming to engage with your audience, be connected with your audience, and grow your audience? And so far, to be honest, I don't believe I would use a pre-recorded live stream. Maybe there's a use case I haven't thought about that it could be used, but since LinkedIn does not allow it, I don't know about the other platforms. I'm pretty sure YouTube and Facebook don't really care, but something to think about and something to try and experiment with. I'm Charlene, and if you want to, I have for you guys today, you want to learn more strategies and tips about live streaming and how you can use it to find your fans online, I invite you to join my private and free community. It isn't on Facebook, it isn't on LinkedIn. It is in a beautiful place that has no distractions and is very easy to navigate, and just actually a very nice and kind of uh, focus space for you guys to be. And it is private and free for you to join. I invite you to come and be with me there. I am there 5 days a week posting original content that isn't on Facebook or LinkedIn either. So come and join me there. I will put the link down below, and I look forward to seeing you guys again very soon. Have a wonderful day.